Hello and welcome everyone. It is time for Jim Comics Top Picks for New Comic Book Day this upcoming Wednesday, April 17th, 2019. Got another good week of books coming out this week, and boy, I got a ton of books to talk about as far as, and there's been a bunch of TV shows announced and books that are related to it and everything else, so we'll get into all that and what I'm looking at, my top covers, top picks, so we'll get going. I don't have a comic shop shout out today just because I got so much stuff to cover, but I do want to thank everybody for watching my videos and sending me comments, and unfortunately I do not have a secret erotic cover to expose in this video. I'm still laughing about that. Geez, that really took me by surprise. And I should have gone and looked online to see what that was going to look like before I even attempted that. But hey, what are you going to do? That was kind of funny. It seems like a lot of you got a chuckle out of that too, so it's all good. We'll get into my independents that I'm looking at this week. Not a ton of independents, but I got a few good ones. From Image, we got Die Number 1, 5th print. That series, as you know, has been doing really well. It's a good series. I've got all the first prints. I haven't been picking up all the multiple prints, but I know a lot of you have. So if your shop is bringing in the 5th print and you can get it for cover, it's worth grabbing a copy because they are getting lower as the print runs as they go. So, and as I've mentioned it before, some of these 3rd, 4th, 5th prints really spike in price, especially if they put a different image on the cover, and I'm going to cover some of that at the end of this video regarding Thanos and that, because anyways, we'll get into that at the end. Another one from Image is Gideon Falls number 12. We've got 2 covers for that one, A and B, and man, I've loved this series right from the beginning. And that issue number 1 is there's a couple of really nice covers for that one, and that one, it has been optioned, so that'll be good. Little Bird number 2, last one from Image. I'm picking up just the 1 cover. The first issue was not bad, so I'm going to keep going with it. And with only 1 cover, it's kind of nice because I don't have to chase around like 5 or 6 covers like some of the Marvel titles. So that's it from Image. From Mad Cave, got Knights of the Golden Sun number 6, just the 1 cover for that. And there's also a second print of issue number 1 is out this week too. So if you can find the second print of number 1, it'd be worth picking that up. And as I was just saying, those multiple, sometimes the reprints are pretty rare, and for collectors that are trying to complete us and want a whole run, some of those are getting pretty pricey. So. Scout, got 1 from them. Rise number 2, just the 1 cover. I enjoyed number 1 enough that I'm going to keep going with number 2. The artwork is just amazing. The story is good, but I just found it was a little cluttered with word bubbles and stuff in the first one. I don't know about you guys, but I liked it. But I'm gonna keep going with it. But anyways, that's it from Scout. Oh yeah, and by the way, with Scout, if it's sold out at your store or online and you can't find anywhere, go right to Scout Comics. They have an online store. That's for any of their titles, so if you can usually find it there still at cover price. So if that's something you want, go check it out at Scout if you can't find it from where you normally get it. So from DC, Aquaman 47, 2 covers, A and B. And this is the conclusion to that Nama, the Dragon God storyline, so we'll see what happens there. I'm guessing she's not going to die, but who knows if she's going to be banished, or we'll figure that out, but definitely picking that up. Justice League 22, this looks like a really good one. There's 2 covers for this. I like cover A, I'm not a big fan of cover B. But it looks like Perpetua finally takes shape in this issue, and you may see her actual true form. I don't know that it's going to be like a full appearance or anything. They've kind of been teasing us all the way along with little glimpses of her here and there in the books, so we still don't have a first full appearance, but it looks like she's on the cover, kind of sort of in that energy field kind of thing. You can just kind of make out her shape, and like you say, you're going to get her, looks like you're going to get her true form in that book, so that'll be a really good one. Naomi number 4, boy, I can't stress enough to pick this one up. If you haven't been buying this series, boy, you want to get this one. You kind of find the secret behind her birth, her adoption, and all that stuff. And I'm going to show an image. So number 4 is out this week. I'm going to show an image of number 5 on the screen now. I think I showed this before in another video. I can't remember. I know I put it on Instagram, but in cover number 5, she's in her new armor suit with powers and everything else. So likely in issue number 4 this week, you're going to get her maybe on the last page, kind of showing her in her suit or getting her armor or whatever, powers or whatever it is. So boy, this is it's only a 6-part miniseries. So you want to pick these up because they're low print runs, and she obviously has a future with DC. So boy, get this issue. And there you go, Nick. Nick from Key Collector. He always bugs me about that. I say, oh boy, because when it's a big, if you hear me say, boy, get that comic, that means it's a good one to get. So get Naomi number 4. High Level 3, only 1 cover for that. I'm enjoying that storyline, so I'm going to keep going with it. So yeah, just the 1 cover, and I like that one. So that's it from DC. For Marvel, got a few titles from them. Avengers No Road Home number 10 is the final issue of this 10-issue max. I guess it's a maxi series. 2 covers. I've been grabbing just the cover A's all the way through. I grabbed the odd variant, but I'm really liking the cover A's. So grabbing that for sure. We'll see what happens with Nyx and the whole darkness, because it looks like she got her full powers back. So we'll see what happens with that. Daredevil number 4, it looks like the Punisher is in this issue. He kind of rescued Daredevil at the end of the last issue, so Daredevil and Punisher kind of have a long history together, so I'm definitely picking that one up. Guardians of the Galaxy number 5, 2 covers for that one. I've been enjoying the series, but it hasn't struck me as much as some of other Cates' other titles, but the one thing I find with Cates is he drops little things in comics that months later you look back, oh man, is that important? Just like that whole Dylan thing in Venom. Nobody was paying attention to that for the longest time, and now all of a sudden it's like, holy crap, gotta get those comics. So anyways, Guardians of the Galaxy number 5. I don't know if we're going to get our glimpse of who Thanos is, but at some point along the line we are, so definitely picking that one up. Major X number 2, yeah, I know, but there's 2 covers for that. So I don't know if Rob Liefeld is a genius. I didn't do. I know a lot of people did their videos on the controversy and Spider-Man, Deadpool 47, and all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to say I think Rob Liefeld is an evil genius, and that whole thing was just a marketing ploy by him, and it looks like it worked because I'm talking about it again, and so were a lot of other people. And you know what? There's no such thing as bad publicity, because it means people are talking about your whatever it is, movie, show, comic, whatever, and people were talking about Major X. It was the talk of the town for the longest time, so created some buzz for sure. I'm going to probably grab just a copy cover A, because it sounds like there may be a new villain showing up in here, or a character showing up. I don't know, but I'll grab a copy anyways. Spider-Man City at War number 2. There's 3 covers for this one. I don't have a cover for or image for cover B, but I'm just showing cover A and cover C. I'm just going to grab cover A. I haven't been impressed with all the cover Bs this week, to be honest. It mentions inner demons in this, so I don't know if that's going to be kind of like a gang that's called the Inner Demons, or if it's, inner demons in his head or whatever, but we'll find out. So grab number 2. Thor number 12. This is one of the series that Jason Aaron is actually writing. 2 covers for that, and it's obviously a tie into War of the Realms, which is kicked off there last week, or was it last week or 2 weeks ago? I think 2 weeks ago. Iron Man number 10, a series I don't pick up a lot. This is one I'm on the fence for. I'm going to probably flip through it at my shop. It's a great Lozano cover, but it talks about it sounds like there may be a new armor that Iron Man dons in this issue, so I'm going to flip through it and see if there is. You may want to do the same. If there's no new armor or anything, I'm not picking it up, but it is a nice cover. War of the Realms number 2, a ton of covers as usual for Marvel and their big events. I'm just getting cover A for me. I'm not a big fan of a lot of the other ones. And then there's a tie-in, War of the Realms Punisher number 1. 4 covers for that. Again, I'm only getting cover A. But again, if you like some of the other ones, you pick what you like. One I highly recommend, though, is War of the Realms War Scrolls. Number 1 comes out this week. There's 2 covers. And this is one of the, besides Thor, Jason Aaron is actually writing this War Scrolls miniseries. It's a 3-part miniseries. And looks like this issue, Daredevil becomes the god of fear and gets his all-seeing eye like Heimdall had. And gets to be in charge. I don't know if he'll be in charge of the Rainbow Bridge at some point by the end of this War of the Realms, if they repair it or whatever, but that definitely looks like a good one, because they've shown Daredevil several times. Last week on Journey into Mystery, there was an image of Daredevil with the cosmic kind of powers holding the sword on cover B. That's a good cover to get. And this War Scrolls #1 definitely looks like a good one. So only a few covers for me this week. Batman 69, which I am not buying because Tom King's writing sucks, and I know I've got some people that like Tom King and Batman, and that's totally fine. I mean, just because I don't like something doesn't mean that you have to like it, but I can't stand his writing right now. I find Batman boring as hell, going nowhere, and I'm not buying it. I'm not supporting him. And you know what? I'm not the only one, because sales for Batman are now under 80,000. They were well over 100,000 every issue, so that tells you a lot of people are not liking his writing. But it is a really nice Matina cover for Batman 69 this week. Iron Man 10, I just mentioned it, cover A. There's only the one cover. It's a Lozano cover. It's really nice. And then War of the Realms #2, cover E. It's a Victor Hugo cover, and it's just a really nice looking cover. I think he did, I showed one of his covers a few weeks ago, and I can't remember what it was. It's for like a Dungeons and Dragons or something. It was really cool. Anyways, that's it. My picks this week, Naomi #4. That one you need to get that comic. That's going to be a really good one. Secrets revealed, and it'll have, a lot of, anyways, just get that comic. That's a really good one. Justice League #22. Perpetua takes her true form in this, apparently, so that looks to be a really good one. War of the Realms, War Scrolls #1. Looks like Daredevil becomes the God of Fear in this one, so that's, again, another really good one. Avengers No Road Home. I have these in most weeks just because, it sounds like one of the Avengers may die in this issue. Whether or not they do or not, I don't know. But we'll find out what happens with Nyx and her powers and whether one of the Avengers dies, so that's another really good one. A couple honorable mentions. Die #1 5th print. Like I say, if you can get that, it's probably worth picking up a copy. And Iron Man #10, just because there may be some new armor in that. Flip through it and check it out. Don't quote me on that one. So, anyways, that's it for my books this week. I've got some other stuff to talk about. It looks like it hasn't been confirmed, but there's a couple sites out there that are reporting that Disney Plus is going to be putting out a She-Hulk TV show with Mark Ruffalo reprising his role as the Hulk. And it's going to be Jen Walters as She-Hulk. And I've showed these books a couple times in the past. Mentioned that they were undervalued and they were great books to get. If you can get your hands on a Savage She-Hulk #1, it's from 1980. It is the first appearance and origin of the She-Hulk. It's a good book to get, and it's a great one to have in the collection because they're going to be starting to use all these characters from year. Because I've said it a few times, and I'm going to say it again: the streaming services that are coming out on online are the way of the future, and they need content. So many of the comic books that are coming out right now are going to have their content and characters on the screen, the small screen and the big screen, way sooner than everybody thinks. So many of these titles that you kind of been passing by, or ones you're going to want to pick up, if you can find a really nice copy of this for a good price, pick it up. So that's all I can say. It's just a really good book. So, and if that gets confirmed with, because it is going to be Jen Walters and the Hulk, apparently is what they're saying. So that'll be a really good one to get. Exiles #3. This one is confirmed that Disney has announced their What If series, and one of the first issues, or one of the first shows, is going to have what if Peggy Carter became Captain America. So issue #3 is a really good one. There's also the yellow, I think it's a game variant. I can't remember what the cover is. I didn't get it. I wish I had, but I didn't. It's a really nice cover. I'll put an image of it on the screen for you to see, but if you got that one, boy, that's a good one to get. This is a really good one. This is just the regular cover, so that's a really good one to get. And then for whatever reason, I don't know why, but John Wick #1 is starting to heat up, and I don't know if it's just because the John Wick movie is coming out soon, but I'm just going to run through the covers just so you know what you got. So you got John Wick cover A. This is issue 1. These are all issue 1. You got cover B. You've got cover C, which is your photo cover, and then you got cover D, which is this kind of your, I don't know what you want to call that, kind of a cool looking, anyways, flame cover. I don't know what you want to call it, but there's 4 covers for that one. And like I say, I'm not 100% sure why this is heating up. I know I've showed this series a couple times, and it is canon for the movie, whatever happens in these books. So I don't know if something from this comic is going to, or character is going to show up in the movie. Who knows? But that's a good one to get if you got to hang on to them, because they weren't a super high print run either. So anyways, and I want to finish off with Thanos and the first appearance of the Fallen One. Now, all these books I've shown in the past, but I'm going to run through them real quick just so everybody's aware of the first cover appearance, well, first appearance and cover appearance of the Fallen One. So this will be a rehash for some of you, but anyways, issue 15 is your first appearance of the Fallen One at the last page of the book. So this is the image from the last page of the book in 15. So if you've got the first print of issue 15, which this is, you got the reveal of who the Cosmic Ghost Rider is, which is Frank Castle, and also your first appearance of the Silver Surfer, Norrin Radd, as the Fallen One. So that is a very good book to get. The second print is your flaming face of the Cosmic Ghost Rider. Third print is the Cosmic Ghost Rider. And then the fourth print is the last image of the book. Now, this is not your first cover appearance of the Fallen One, of Norrin Radd as the Fallen One, I should say. So I'm going to run through dates and stuff, because to me, when the books come out is important. So bear with me here. This came out January 24th. These are all 2018. So this came out January 24th. This came out February 28th. This came out April 4th. And then this one came out May 23rd. So just remember that date, May 23rd. Issue 16 cover, like first print, came out February 28th. Second print, with, again, that came out April 4th. Third print came out May 23rd. So both this cover here and this cover here, which both have the Fallen One on it, came out May 23rd. Issue 17 came out March 21st with the Fallen One on cover A. Then you've got the second print came out April 25th. And then the third print came out May 23rd. Then 18 came out months later, and there's no Fallen One on the covers of that, so I'm just going to show those real quick. So 18 really has no bearing on, I mean, he's in the book, but. So what happens is the order that they came out in, first cover appearance is first print of issue 17. Second cover appearance is second print of 17. Then the third cover appearance is all three. You got 15, fourth print, 16, third print, and 17, third print. All these came out, these three here came out on the same day. So you got first cover appearance, second cover appearance, third cover appearance. So this is not your first cover appearance of the Fallen One for Thanos. Issue 17 is. This one is your first cover appearance of the image from the issue 15. So yes, that is the first cover appearance of the issue from that book. But as far as your first cover appearance of 17, that is, or of Silver Surfer, the Fallen One, that is it right there. But remember, your first actual, if you've got the first print, you're golden, because that is your, technically, that's the key book right there. That's your first print of the big reveal, and obviously your first image of the Silver Surfer as the Fallen One. And then a couple books, I've mentioned these a couple times, and I go over again talking about the Fallen One, and with that Silver Surfer Black coming out, I've shown these and talked about these. This is Thanos 11 and 12. This is your first appearance of the Fallen One. Now, the Fallen One was the first Herald of Galactus. I've explained it a couple times. This is kind of the origin story of the Fallen One and your first full appearance of him in these two books. So these books are very good ones to get, especially with that Silver Surfer Black coming out. So those are ones you're going to want to get. If you've got Thanos number 17, you're golden. If you got 15, you're golden. That whole run with Thanos wins is, man, it's just a great run. You all know that by now. Preaching to the choir here. So that is it. That's all I got for you this week, folks. Take care. Happy hunting. I will talk to you later in the week. Bye for now.